what it is, Barley B, and it's raining out here today. Woo! I'm just barely standing inside the chicken house here, trying to keep out of the rain. Got the tripod set up, got me a little umbrella thing fashioned to my tripod, so it keeps the rain off of my phone there while I'm filming. Anyway, out here feeding the chickens again. Just come out this evening. Started raining about 3 o'clock or so, and decided I'm gonna try out this new tripod and stuff that I got. Picked it up for $4 at one of them bargain places. But anyway, hopefully the rain hitting that umbrella ain't overpowering the audio here. I don't have a fancy external mic or anything, so I just talk to you kind of loud. Chickens are out. They don't like the rain too much neither, but they get the opportunity to get out here. They're getting out now. I'm gonna tell you, they get out here and kick around for a little bit. But brought them some food. Got a little feed I'm gonna give them here, and brought down some water. Just gonna top off their water and give them a little feed or whatnot there, and they seem to like it pretty good. Done a little work to the chicken house yesterday. Built a couple little, put a couple little old boards I had laying around back here in the back. You can see under that heat lamp light there. Put them up so the chickens can get in and out of the little whatever you want to call them, the little nest or little chicken crate house, milk crate thing, whatever you want to call it, right? Hopefully that's where they'll start laying their eggs and stuff, so when they get big enough to start laying. Anyway, built everything I've built inside this chicken house here is stuff that I've just done on my own. Found scrap wood laying around here at the house. Anything that I could use, minus some screws and a drill, is pretty much off of the land here. When we bought this place, it had all kinds of stuff on it, and I've just tried to repurpose stuff over the years. That's just kind of what I do, but that's kind of what we're sitting at today. Just come out to feed and water the chickens. Thought I'd bring you guys with me, give you a little update on my chickens. I got 12 chickens. They seem to be growing pretty decent. Got them at the Tractor Supply, and we've raised them up since then, and they're doing real well, so far I've been lucky. I haven't had any to die on me, or haven't had any you know, varmint problems or anything like that getting into my chickens and whatnot. So we'll see if I can get you guys a little bit closer here and show you kind of the inside of the coop, kind of some of what I've done here. Like I said, it's not pretty, it's not brand new stuff, all right, but it gets the job done and it works. All right, stand by. All right, here we are, a little bit deeper into the chicken house, and I'll kind of show you guys and whatnot what the chickens get to, what they get to run around in for the most part of the day. It ain't pretty. So I got to clean these buckets and stuff. I'll clean the tops of them off and whatnot. But I got the old heat lamp up here, and these chickens probably really don't even need that heat lamp, but I've got it out here anyway. Just provide a little extra warmth and comfort for these chickens. Anyway, somebody driving down the road, like always. But anyhow, there it is. You can see over here, I built this little ramp right over here. Just an old 2x6 that was laid out here. You can see it's halfway rotted at the top up there. It's split partially of the way down. And what I've done is I've took and made little slats. You can see that chicken there. That must be a little old Henletta. She's wanting to get famous or something here. Anyhow, she's showing it off now. Perfect timing, perfect timing. Anyhow, you can see there they can pretty much climb it without those little slats, but that gives them a little extra that gives them a little extra something to hold on to as they're going up. Okay, and you can see she's checking it out back there. They're anyway, that's what they're supposed to do, right? That's what I built that right there for. Now, I don't know if you can see this right here or not, but I've got another little thing built right here. I just got a little 4x4 post down here, and got an old board that looks like it's been halfway burnt. It's got a little character to it, and I just made it right there so it gives them a little place to roost during the day where they can get up here in the window and they can see out a little bit, see what life looks like on the outside, right? That's pretty much it. Like I said, just come out today, and it's a nice, wet, rainy day, so I wanted to come out. I've got some old tin on this roof of the chicken house here. So what I'm doing is just kind of getting an idea of where the most water's coming in at, stuff like that. Try to make this a little bit drier for these chickens during the winter time and stuff. You know, they'll probably survive either way, but just want to help them out a little bit. Maybe put some at spray foam or some kind of Flex Seal or something of that nature on some of these holes on this old tin, on this old tin roof here. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I've got an extension cord here in the background. It runs in. That's what feeds the heat lamp right there, and then that runs to the house. It's pretty simple, guys. Pretty simple. Don't have a lot of money tied up in this thing. The door latches on it. Pretty much all the lumber, the timber right here, lumber, timber, either way you want to call it, the 2x4s, okay, that we used to build this thing. My brother-in-law had some of them laying around, so we just used them, and they done the job. They wasn't brand new, but hey, they were still good. They wasn't rotted, you know, nothing like that, you know. So well worth being able to use those and whatnot. So that's what we built the thing out of, an old tin right there. We got it for free too off of a boy that had some right there, and he was gracious enough to just give us enough to do this here little shed. I think it's probably an 8x8 or something of that nature. It's not very, very big, but me and my brother-in-law put this one together and whatnot, and it's a good place. I've got 12 chickens in here. Could probably honestly put some more in here if I wanted to. My chickens, you know, I'm gonna let them free roam during the days and stuff that I'm here and home and able to kind of keep an eye on them. The days I'm not able to keep an eye on them, they'll have to just hang out right here in the chicken coop until I'm able to get a chicken run that's safe enough for them to be able to, you know, hang out in during the day, you know, so predators and stuff like that don't get to them. The cat, you know, those things, dogs, cats, birds of prey, you know, such things like that. But yeah, the chickens are growing good. Chickens are growing good. You can see there. So you see, you guys can kind of see these holes I'm talking about. So that's what I'm out here doing today, just checking on some of that stuff. We'll patch some of these holes. Hopefully get a little bit drier environment on the inside here for these chickens. It ain't going to be 100% perfect, but hey, you know, if I can do a little bit to make it a little extra drier in here, that's the better off, right? So anyway, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to move this light around a little bit. I think I can see a little bit of water dripping on that light, and I don't want to short out a light or anything like that, you know. So probably work on that a little bit today and see if I can't get that straightened out. The plan is to eventually catch a little bit of runoff water off of this little tin roof here. This little, I'd say it's more like it's probably more like a 10x8. It hangs over a little bit, but hopefully they start catching some water runoff off of it, into a little gutter system, and that'll be piped down into a 55-gallon drum. And I'll show you guys a picture of the drum, or a partial video or whatever here in a minute of the drum that I've got already kind of set up. I've still got to do a little work to it, and I've got to get the gutter put up and stuff like that. But you know, the plan is to collect the runoff from the roof here of the chicken house and let it feed off into a 55-gallon drum that will be used for the purpose of pretty much just watering these chickens. That's pretty much its whole purpose for the most part. So anyhow, I'll give you guys kind of a little video clip of it and show you kind of what I get going on there. That's pretty much it. Glad you guys got to come out to the chicken house with me today, and we'll get over here and I'll show you the collection system that's kind of in progress here. Okay, stand by. All right, guys, got the chickens watered and fed here, so we'll just step on around back right here and show you guys the rainwater system that's in progress. Stand by. There we go, got them locked in there now. All right, welcome to the back side of the chicken house here. Adjust my camera stuff a little bit here so you guys can see. Well, hold on, stand by. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, now we can see what we're doing. All right, guys, on the back side of the chicken house now, you can see hopefully what a little bit of, it's just barely raining right now, but when it does come a big heavy downpour, it really pours off of this one side over here on the back side where the chicken house is slanted a little bit. And you can see here I've got a 55-gallon drum that I am currently in the progress of getting this fixed up. You can see here I've got this little elbow here coming out, a little fitting that screws into the top side of the bucket. If you're unfamiliar with a lot of these 55-gallon drums, these big blue 55-gallon drums, sometimes you have a, and I'm sure they make them that the thread pitch is the same on both sides. I'm sure they make some out there like that, I guess, I don't know. But as far as what I've got going on here, this barrel here in particular, it does not. It actually has two different thread pitches on it, so you have to be careful with what you get, or if you order something or buy something, just know that the thread pitch from the bottom one and the top one may be different, you know, so just make sure you get your right stuff. I've got a piece of, I believe this is 1/2-inch line coming out, and I've got a little 1/2-inch adapter thing right there. It screws into the original lid there, okay, or screw in thing, lid, whatever you want to call it. All you do is take a screwdriver and knock out the center piece on the inside there, and then take that little fit and put you some of that pipe thread on it, or whatever they call it there, and just screw that thing right on in, and that's what you end up with. And I've done the same thing up here. I just removed the original cap and put this you know, piece here that I got at the hardware store in there, and then just cut me down a piece of this 2-inch pipe, put it in there, and then put an elbow on. And from there, all I have to do is get the gutter system installed up here, and then I'll have it popped off, and it'll be popped off, maybe come off that end down there. That's the lower side. So have the water run down there, then it'll pop off, and I'll have a little flex hose that'll come right down into this, and hopefully I can get some kind of little funnel catch system or something set up right there with maybe like a small screen or something in it that will help catch big particulates like leaves and debris and stuff of that nature. But for the time being, this is the setup. The chickens are going to have 55 gallons worth of water in there, and I'm going to put a I got to buy a oh Lord have mercy, my mind's going blank. I got to get a little shut-off valve to put in right there. It's going to be like a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to see if I can go from 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch deduction there, because I'd like to use 1/4 inch line to feed into the inside to a 5-gallon bucket and have it run into the top of it. And all I have to do to water them then is just come out here, open that dude up, shut it back off. And if it's real dry and stuff out, you know, and I'm not able to you know, collect rainwater for some reason, the hose will reach out here, and all I have to do is just fill in some water there, fill the 55-gallon drum up, and yeah. Anyway, that's the setup, guys, for the time being. Got this fancy little light post out here too. It's right in front of the chicken house. That's been a handy little thing since we moved in down here. But there you guys go. That's kind of the progress I've made on the chicken stuff. So anyway, it's starting to get a little bit darker out here, and video's getting a little bit long. So guys, we'll holler at you later. Okay. Farley B Outdoors. Farley B Outdoors coming at you. Woo, man. So it was getting a little late on me. Might drop something here. I'm telling you what, I can't hold on to nothing. Anyhow, that tells you right there something's a fighting. Anyway, I'm going to prevail on this one right here. Okay, get the camera adjusted here a little bit. All right. So anyhow, was out there earlier. You guys seen the chickens, and explained to you a little bit about what I was doing. It was just raining a little bit and whatnot. Showed you my watering system that I've got kind of in the works. By all means, none of it's perfect. Neither am I. But you know what? It's definitely working out, and it'll make do. We'll make do. Okay. But anyway, so it's getting a little late on me out there, so I wasn't really able to share anything with you like I'd like to had. But now I've got in the house, everything's calmed down, got some supper in me. Was sitting here in front of the computer on YouTube and whatnot. So sitting here just monitoring the ham radio a little bit and some things of that nature, and I thought, got to thinking about them chickens, and got to thinking about, I think I was looking on YouTube here, and according to YouTube, it was about a month ago I posted a video on here, chicken thoughts, and I hope you guys have watched that. If not, check it out. It's there on my YouTube channel, Farley B Outdoors. But anyway, so I've had some more chicken thoughts, right? I was thinking about how much them chickens have grown since that last video, and got me to thinking, you know, things come and they go. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it happens. It's kind of how it works. And you know, I've raised these chickens since they were just, you know, real little, and you know, been buying feed for them, doing such things like that. And then once I got them moved out into this chicken barn here, or chicken house, whatever you want to call it, you know, pretty much same thing, just adding a little bit here and adding a little bit there. And it's kind of grown a little bit on me, and I've really enjoyed these chickens and messing around with them and whatnot. But anyway, I figured I'd look something up here, and finding a little verse right here in the Good Word, and share a little bit of the Word with you on this night right here. It's still raining outside, kind of one of them old nasty, wet, miserable type nights, but a man can always find good in things, if you look for them. But anyway, I'll read right out of here, out of the book of Ecclesiastes. It's going to be a verse, or chapter number 3. I'm just going to read you a couple, probably 2 or 3 verses here. I ain't going to read the whole chapter to you. I encourage you to get in there and read the whole chapter. I did just prior to this video here, but I encourage you to get on there, read it for yourself. Maybe it'll mean more to you if you read it to yourself, but like I said, based on them chickens growing up, and how much they've changed just in a month's time, and I know these chickens, they're going to produce for me here, before too long. They'll start producing, laying eggs and doing things of that nature, and one day, they're here right now, but one day they may not be. They may things have their season, which is what I'm fixing to read to you. Okay, everything has a season, and we do too. We as people here on this earth, God's creation, we have a season as well. Unfortunately, we won't always be here, but it's what we do with the time that we have is what matters the most. Okay, and I've spent a lot of my life not really doing what I should be doing, or what's been on my heart to do, but I hope this finds you somewhere, and maybe it'll speak to you tonight. And I'm not here to preach to you or anything like that, but just here reading you a little bit of the Word, and sharing to you what's on my heart tonight. Anyway, chapter 3, we'll go with verse 1 here. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Now that's just the first 4 verses right there, okay? But if you'll listen to those verses and reread it again for yourself there, you'll understand what it's talking about. It don't take much to understand what this here is talking about, okay? And there's a lot more verses on down through here, and it's pretty much bouncing the same stuff back and forth to you, okay? Trying to give you a good idea. Things come, things go. There's a time for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes, there's times you shouldn't say nothing at all, and sometimes there's times you should say something, okay? And it's just things of that nature, okay? Just like these chickens. They're here one day, and then they're gone the next, okay? They come and they go. But anyway, there you go. Read you a little bit here, and again, like I said, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, okay? And I don't want to, put you down or nothing like that, but it's one of them nights, the weather's kind of rough, and it's just a good night to remind us, that, our time here on earth is very short, and to put it simple to you, it's okay, is make the most of it. Do what you can when you can, okay? And the Lord will be there with you. He'll help you. He'll provide for you. May not always be the best in the world, and you may not always have the best, or what I'm saying is you may not always have the best, or the most expensive this, or the fanciest this, or any of that stuff, but He'll take care of you, and He'll provide. He always has for me. I don't live in a 4-story mansion, but I don't live in a cardboard box either. And there's nothing wrong with living in a mansion, and there's nothing wrong with living in a cardboard box. As long as your heart's right with the Lord and you know where you stand with Him, and that's what I'm here tonight. Just, I encourage y'all, if you don't know the Lord, if you don't know Jesus, get to know Him. He's the best thing that'll ever happen to you. Don't be ashamed of Him either, okay? I know I refer to Him as the Lord a lot, and sometimes it's good to say Jesus. Sometimes it's good to say Jesus Christ, okay? Don't be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed to say it. Speak His name anytime you're in need. That's all He asks of us, is that we just ask Him. We have not because we ask not. And again, just hope this little message here enlightens you and speaks to you tonight. And I pray that you, if you ain't right with the Lord, I pray that you get right with the Lord, okay? And whatnot. But and He'll patch us up, just like them holes in that tin roof. He'll patch us up. He'll seal them holes in our lives if we'll let Him, okay? He'll patch it up. He'll make it as good as new. You may start off rough and whatnot, but He'll polish you up. He'll make you good as new, okay? If you'll just trust in Him tonight. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I've got a little more ham radio to listen to and whatnot. And like I said, I hope this video finds you well. And I hope you have a good night. God bless you, okay? Far to be outdoors.